By the way, for the markets, like we're telling you, it is a 190-point cut that we are seeing right now, almost a full % gone. The Nifty Bank is holding up a lot better because of names like SBI. But by the way, JSW Steel's numbers are flashing on your screen. So we just have the initial numbers right now. Net profit of around 2,400 crores has come through. Revenue also seems to be above estimates. Nigel is here. The stock has spiked up. Nigel, initial numbers looking good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work those numbers out because they've just got uploaded on the on the exchanges as we speak. But the stock is reacting to the net profit number. I think that should be an element of one-off. But what's looking good is the top line for sure. The top line is much higher than anyone on the street was anticipating. In fact, that number, no one was anticipating anywhere close to that. More than 40,000 crores, no one was anticipating. So the top line is actually looking quite good. Now we're just waiting by to see what the EBITDA number is. In just a bit, I'll just, try to pull that number out for you, Pavitra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the meantime, like Nigel was pointing out, the revenue has come in, well above what was expected on the street. So that number will be up on your screen as well. And the profit has come in at 2428 crores. So there seems to be some element of one-off, like Nigel was pointing out, revenue over 42,000 crores. This is versus the poll that we had of 39,150 crores. If we can get the stock up for you, that has moved up. It's around 2.7% in the green right now. So definitely looks like, the street is liking at least the, the first few numbers that we've got. Of course, we're going to wait by for the details. Nigel is also, trying to look at some more details. I think we also do have a reaction coming in with us. Abhijeet Bora joins us. He's senior research analyst at Sharekhan on the, initial numbers that have come through. Abhijeet, thanks for joining us. We just have the first few numbers, but on the revenue specifically, there seems to be quite a beat, and it has come in well above what was expected. The EBITDA number also, I do have that now. It's at 7,050. That is the EBITDA number that's come through, and margin is at 16.7%. This is well above the poll that we had of around 12.5%. So your first thought...
Abhijeet, before we come across to you, just want to update our viewers. A couple of costs actually, Pavitra, that's looking quite good. First, on the top line, there's a beat, so it appears realizations were better because we already had most of the volume numbers with us. What's looking very, very good is the kind of savings they've done, because the power and fuel cost, that's come down by close to around 15% on a year-on-year basis. So that's one big saving that they've done out there. The power and fuel cost should come up for you, which is good. The other one is the other expenditure, which is also down close to around 11% on a year-on-year basis and down 11% on a sequential basis as well. So two big costs where they have saved out there. Power and fuel costs down 8% sequentially. When you have a big bump up on a year-on-year basis, yet you're seeing that power and fuel cost is down, other expenditure as well as down, and the top line is much better. But Abhijeet is with us. Abhijeet, what do you have to say of these numbers? It's looking like a very, very good set. The stock is at a 52-week high. Maybe now we know the reason why.
Yeah, definitely the numbers are above expectation. If you see the standalone numbers, the standalone EBITDA has came at around 4,860 crore, close to that, which is a beat of 28% versus our estimate. And that has primary reason for the beat in the standard PAT also. So these numbers are quite strong. We will wait for any one-off which they have been reporting in the past quarters, where there may be some benefit of low-cost coking coal inventory which they have built up in this quarter. So that has to be looked upon in the management commentary.
Abhijeet, I'm just wondering, such a big beat, if there is no one-off, then this is absolutely a blockbuster set of numbers, though the stock on a valuation front and even on the stock price movement, it's trading at very elevated levels, on a price to book multiple. The power and fuel cost is down by close to 15%. The other expenditure as well is down more than 10%. This on a higher top line. What kind of a savings were you factoring in on the power and fuel cost?
So basically, the key raw material cost was coking coal. So it was anticipated that it will have a negative impact because of the higher cost. There has been they have
all right. There seems to be some problem with that line. Abhijeet, our team is going to try and reconnect, but we get what you were saying. And like Nigel was pointing out, definitely seems like a very good set of numbers based on what we do have. Nigel, you want to come in with anything else that we were tracking? I mean,
no, I'm just looking at the the breakup as well. The JSW Steel and coated business out there, in fact, they've done close to around 400 crores. So it appears besides the core business, that's a standalone business, you also have the other smaller verticals that have done well. We'll try to come back with further details, but for the time being, this number looks good. We'll try to get in further clarity in just a bit. But a beat on the top line, because it appears that realizations were not as weak as expected, and the input costs have cooled off. Power and fuel as well as other expenditures lower. That's why there's such a surge in terms of the operating profit as well. Pavitra?
All right, Nigel, thanks a lot for helping us, break down all of those numbers. That is JSW Steel. The stock has spiked up 2.5% higher on that one, almost 2.2% higher right now.